Plans are being made across the country how to safely send students back to school. Will classrooms be capped, lunch times staggered? Will masks be used? That will all depend on which province you're in.
You can all write.
Elementary students in Ontario will be heading back to school full-time, while most high school students will split their time between the classroom and online learning. They will attend school on alternating days and stay in cohorts of about 15. Quebec students will return to the classroom in bubbles, groups of 6 students within a class that won't require any distancing from one another. In British Columbia, students will be divided into learning groups. Elementary and middle school student groups will be no larger than 60 people, and secondary school groups will face a maximum of 120. Manitoba students will be sorted into cohorts, and seating plans will be created to accommodate physical distancing. Recesses and lunch breaks will be staggered. Alberta appears to be one of the least restrictive in its reopening plan. The government is promising a near normal return to classes, which has drawn some backlash from the opposition.
Not only is being in overcrowded classrooms bad for learning, but I think it's also dangerous for public health.
So why isn't there a national set of standards for all schools? We asked an expert in policy and law. She tells us it comes down to the powers divided up between the provinces and the federal government.
A lot of the differences that we're seeing are provinces have the same information before them, but they're weighing certain variables more heavily than others.
Such as infection rates, population, and the economy.
In Ontario, there's perhaps, they're approaching it from more of a how do we minimize this risk to the extent possible angle, whereas the explanation for Alberta's different approach, I think is really driven by economics. It's driven by wanting to get parents back to work.
In addition to restrictions varying from province to province, experts say we will even see differences between school boards when the fine details come out. In Edmonton, Rachelle Elsiufi, City News.